A new poll shows that 40% of the people who are teaching their kids at home as a result of the coronavirus are likely to consider doing that after the lockdown is over. And Harvard University doubles down. Those two things might be connected. Of course, if you remember, back in April, the Harvard University put out a piece quoting this law professor from that university, arguing that homeschooling should be presumptively banned. In other words, we shouldn't let people homeschool unless they get the government's approval to do that. And her argument is twofold. One, there's a lot of Christians doing this, and they don't have our values, and we're concerned about those values. And secondly, we think homeschoolers are child abusers. Of course, there's no documentary evidence for any of that. So Harvard has now come out with an article, two articles actually, in which they continue to promote this. So some people thought that they had postponed their homeschool summit as a result of the negative pushback they've gotten. Evidently that is not the case. So these new articles continue to take this same tact. The law professor in this most recent article says that she thinks that the vast majority of parents are able and qualified to homeschool, but she still thinks they should get permission from the government. She goes on to argue that the decline in allegations of child abuse by CPS during this pandemic is evidence that there would be more child abuse if more people homeschooled. And of course, there are some people who are arguing that that might be that we have a problem with CPS. The other thing that has come out is this: as a result of this poll, some are now citing that teacher unions are very concerned about a dramatic growth in homeschooling, but because that would affect their union. It would maybe take away some of those jobs of teachers. So one article points out that the National Education Association is about to spend six figures or a huge amount of money in a PR campaign. And then, of course, some people are pointing out there are negative articles about homeschooling that have been popping up, saying it's too hard, you can't do this, this is going to be terrible for children. All of that, I think, undermines the fact that the left in this country does not want parents to be able to raise their kids as they see fit. And homeschooling is a great opportunity for parents. I've been talking, obviously this is anecdotal evidence, but I've seen a lot of parents I've talked to who said this has been a great time for their families. They spend more time together as a family. They've been able to get individual attention for these children. Some of these children are developing a love for learning again. So all that portends in a positive way for homeschooling. But remember, we got to be careful, because there are people in this country who do not think that parents should be able to make these kinds of decisions for their children. So click on the links below for more information. Thank you for helping us keep Texas families free. Be safe.